Coming up on DC News Now, new video captures an explosion in Southeast from inside a nearby daycare center.
We're glad that we got out. We were able to keep the baby safe.
Their efforts to rebuild tonight.
A warm-up is finally underway after a frigid week and a half. We'll let you know how warm temperatures will be by the end of the week.
Jackson, end zone, Whiteley for the touchdown.
Plus, the Ravens set to host the Chiefs in their first home AFC Championship game in half a century.
And two brothers doing their part to help students pay for college.
Nothing happens unless you put your time and effort into it to make it work.
Meet this week's DMV doers.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Monday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. We'll get to those top stories in just a minute, but first let's take a look outside. We're expecting temperatures to drop later this evening, but improvements are on the way this week, Mark.
Yeah, that's right. Sunny, but we still have that chilly bite in the air. But again, warmer weather, Annalisa, is on the way. So let's head over now to meteorologist Damon Matson with the first look at the forecast.
Hey, Damon.
Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, small steps. That's all we can ask for after we had such a frigid weekend, and really, we had a really frigid start to the day too, as those temperatures early this morning were out there in the 20s in DC at 21, but the large majority of the DMV, once you went just west of I-95, single digits, possibly around 10 degrees in Leesburg and Hagerstown. Downright cold to begin the day here today. But what an improvement from at least starting out that cold that we made out there. Look at those current temperatures right now. DC up to 38. We have widespread 40s across northern Virginia, southern Maryland. So for the first time in a while, we have most of the region back above the freezing mark. And hey, it's still chilly, yes, but it's a lot better than what we had out there as we went through the weekend. Now, as these temperatures have gone up a little bit, at the same time, we have noticed a good amount of cloud cover starting to return across the region. And as we bring these temperatures up, we will see a little bit more cloud cover in the mix as we stay on the very edge of a passing storm system. So moving forward here, the rest of your evening, very, very quiet indeed. There is that drop in temperatures we will experience, but it's not going to be as sudden, if you will, or as drastic as those temperature drops we had this weekend, just barely getting back down to freezing around 8 o'clock. And of course, you saw it on the radar and satellite picture there, we're going to have more clouds in the sky as we go throughout the night. So as we move into the day on Tuesday and Wednesday, how much more are we going to dial up those temperatures? And is there any unsettled weather on the way for later this week? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And because of this chill, D.C. leaders are activating the district's cold weather emergency plan starting at 7 tonight. They're asking anyone in the district to stay inside if you can, cover up any exposed skin if you must go out, and to be sure to check on your neighbors, especially those who are young or elderly. And if you see anyone who might need help, call 311 or the shelter hotline. That number is on your screen.
Well, developing now, new video shows the moment an explosion rocked a Southeast DC daycare center.
Yeah, all of the children and staff made it out of the building and down the street just moments before. This all happened last Thursday and this afternoon. The child care center's owner is already working to rebuild.
Our Randy Bass spoke with her one-on-one today. She's joining us live from the scene of that explosion. Randy, what are you seeing now days later?
Yeah, Annalisa, Mark, all that remains here tonight at the Baby Einstein Child Care Center in Anacostia, a charred pile of rubble and a big reminder that this all could have been so much worse.
We smelled gas. At that point, we were like, evacuate the building. Let's get out of here.
All 16 children at this daycare center were safe and sound, already down the street as those two explosions rocked Marion-Barry Avenue in Southeast Thursday morning.
We're glad that we got out. We were able to keep the baby safe.
Baby Einstein Child Care Center owner and director Regina Sneed says it all happened in a matter of moments.
It was just a 6-minute gap between the time that we exited the building and the first explosion.
And now, just days later,
we're trying to make sure that we get what we need for our babies.
Snead says Baby Einstein needs the community's help making a comeback.
We're looking for funding. They lost car seats, strollers, diapers, clothes, food, so we want to make sure that we're able to make them whole.
Hoping to replace what was lost and continue care for kids and families counting on them.
We know our parents are looking forward to us opening back up. I want to make sure that I have answers for my parents. They have to go to work, they have to go to school, and our babies, they're friends with each other, and they want to be in a safe environment.
And our thanks to Randy Bass. She was having some technical difficulties. We'll have to hear more from her coming up at 5. Well, to Fairfax County, police announced an arrest 3 decades in the making. They say 24-year-old Jose Lazaro Cruz killed his estranged wife, 24-year-old mother of 3, Ana Gerardo Lazaro Cruz, fled to El Salvador, where police say he started another family and had been working as a truck driver. He was apprehended attempting to travel to Costa Rica in 2022, and just last week, he was extradited to the U.S. Lazaro Cruz is now in the Fairfax County Adult Detention Center awaiting trial.
Just kids, really, who were in a marriage that didn't work out, and he resorted to the ultimate act of violence and abruptly and ruthlessly ended her life.
And coming up in DC News Now, why one police officer has a very special connection to this case.
Now turning to Maryland, a Prince George's County police officer is out of the hospital this afternoon after being dragged by a van. This happened on Crane Highway in Clinton early yesterday morning. Officials say 2 officers responded to a possible break-in at a gas station, and when the officers tried to approach the suspects, they started to drive away, dragging an officer with them. The second officer shot at the suspects, hitting one of them. The 2 suspects were later arrested. Investigators believe these 2 suspects could be connected to other robberies in the area as well.
We do have connections of the MO of these suspects fitting the MO of all of the burglaries that have occurred that we've linked a dozen to, but it's so early in this investigation.
The suspect who was shot by police has also been released from the hospital. The officer who fired his weapon is now on administrative leave.
Hagerstown City Hall gearing up for this year's municipal elections. Incumbent Mayor Takesha Martinez is not seeking another term since she's running for Congress in Maryland's 6th District. Now, some candidates from the city's business community are supporting closer cooperation with Washington County government as a way to lower crime and address pressing infrastructure issues. They want City Hall and county commissioners to have more frequent joint meetings and coordinate on delivering a broad range of public services more efficiently.
The city needs the county as much as the county needs the city. And I think that the biggest one is the water and sewer issue.
That's a big thing, is public safety, making people really want to come move to Hagerstown and live and work and make it a nicer city for all of us.
Well, candidates for city office in Hagerstown run on a nonpartisan ballot.
Meanwhile, in Virginia, when Democrats won control of both chambers of the General Assembly in November, they made it clear that reducing gun violence was one of their top priorities. And today, a Senate committee advanced several bills to enact stricter gun control measures in the Commonwealth. The bills passed along party lines that would ban the sale of new assault weapons in high-capacity magazines, along with an effort to institute a 5-day waiting period to purchase a firearm. Gun control advocates say the bills will save lives, while others say they will violate the Second Amendment.
We've seen weapons of war. We know that it increases the death count in mass shootings, and you know what it does to the human body and what it does to a child's body. You don't want to know. You don't want to see.
The Constitution is our founding document. If we ignore that, then we don't really have the country that we think we have.
And Van Cleve says he's hopeful Governor Glenn Youngkin will veto any gun control measures that get to his desk.
All right, turning now to sports. It was a wild weekend of NFL football, and we're now down to 4 teams, Annalisa, and one of them includes the Baltimore Ravens.
Exciting times, Mark. And it comes at no surprise. The Ravens were the top seed in the AFC heading into the playoffs, and now they are just 2 wins away from a possible Super Bowl title.
Well, sports director Derek Forrest joins us in studio with a preview of Sunday's matchup. And Derek, they'll be going up against a really tough team, but thankfully for the Ravens fans, the game will be played at home in Charm City.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Baltimore going to be rocking this weekend as the Ravens are playing, check this out, in their first home AFC Championship game since 1971. Now, the Ravens have to earn their way to the Super Bowl, to Super Bowl 58, as they will host the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday at 3 p.m. Now, these two teams have met up 12 times all time, with the Chiefs leading the series 7-5. But since Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes have been the QB1 for their respective clubs, these two have met 4 times, with the Chiefs winning the first 3 matchups. Now, while the Ravens haven't hosted a conference title game since 1971, they've played in the game 4 times and twice won a Super Bowl afterwards. Now, head coach John Harbaugh expects the atmosphere to be electric this weekend.
This is even bigger, and it's like game day. I think everybody coming to the stadium, everybody watching on TV, just like we tell our players, get a good night's rest, get a good meal before the game, night before the game, get your clock set, get your game time ready. So spiritually, mentally, physically, let's be ready to go. Let's be ready to be loud and be proud and rock that stadium.
And again, the Baltimore Ravens and Kansas City Chiefs that will go head-to-head this Sunday afternoon over at M&T Bank Stadium with kickoff set for 3 p.m. Guys.
All right, Derek, thank you. There's still plenty of news ahead here on DC News Now at 4.